What's up, Hunter King and everybody else? Welcome to Thursday Night Live at Silver Dollar 3. Hanging out with your weekly VRC virtual racingness. What's up, Hunter King, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing great. We're going to get some practice rolling. We're going to get the main rolling here in about 20 minutes. Entries with a little light this week, so we only got one main. We're going to run a 30-minute A main, nitro buggy on Silver Dollar 3. Hope you're ready for some high-flying old Silver Dollar action. Good, Hunter, man. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. Missing you out on the races this week. I don't know what's up, but hopefully you'll be back. Appreciate you hanging out in the stream. Got a shout out. Go out. Let's do it. Get you some practice people going. We got Gary Crowell right now under the view. Oh, that's a nice line, Gary. I like that. This is different. Hope everybody had a great Easter weekend, hung out with the fam, maybe even got some RC racing in. Dirt Kings happened over the weekend, man. That was a great race. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out, dude. No nitro for you, not good at it. Well, the only way to get better, man, is practice, dude. Just practice and practice. So, I think you'd do fine, Hunter. You're good. You're a good guy. You're pretty good. So, but yeah, if you didn't watch Dirt Kings, man, Ryan Luntz came in with a crazy win. It was a heck of a battle. Go check out that replay. Bringing it home for the U.S. of A. Overseas. Got Tony Hirsch here turning some practice laps. Let's get a view going on with that. What you got? What'd you do for Easter weekend, Hunter? Did you hang out with the fam? Did you go try to get some real RC racing in? Got any plans to go racing? So I don't know if you guys have any interest in the Dirt Kings Nitro Challenge, but if you want to hear what Ryan Luntz had to say, you can check out this nice podcast that Keenan K. White hosts called the No Name RC Podcast. Provide some good information. They have an invisible speed segment and 10 question segment for the pros. And of course, the rant. They love to rant. Worked on our house, IOCC practice. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah, man. Good luck at your race when you do get to go. It's awesome. So you said no nitro, so I assume you either run e-buggy or 10 scale? I'm not really familiar with IOCC, so I don't know what race that is. Got about 15 minutes left in practice here. We got Joe Giddy showing you the fast lines. Both. Okay, both. Sweet. Sweet, man. That's awesome. That's indoor carpet. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I might try some 10 scale indoor carpet because this winter. I don't know though. We'll see. I was running a nitro buggy, but I want to focus more on videoing on some races, so I'm gonna switch over my buggy to e-buggy, so it's not as much maintenance. You know, I don't have to find a pit guy and all that good jazz. Plug in and go. Nitro is the glory, though, for sure. But I have an X-Ray B4 chassis that I'm about to try to build probably. It's just missing some parts and whatnots. If you guys are just tuning in, we are at your Thursday Night Live Silver $3 Nitro Buggy practice. We don't really have any lower mains tonight, so we're going to run a 30-minute A main straight through with these guys here. I assume most people are probably out real racing this weekend, probably getting ready for it. Yeah, I've heard X-rays are pretty good on that carpet, man. And my buddy swears by him. He hooked me up with a 2013 version of the chassis. And then I'm just gonna, I gotta get like a front diff and all the front axles, front drive axle, stuff like that, and get it put back together to 4-wheel because it's in 2-wheel drive. He even gave me the actual 4-wheel drive chassis and stuff. So. What 10 scales what's your preferred chassis brand, Hunter? You a Losi guy? You like those associated? You want that new B74? We got about 10 minutes left here in practice. Let these guys get good and warmed up. Figure out their pit schedule, how they want to play it out. Got a 30-minute race to call ahead of us, so I'm going to take just a quick break from the mic here. I'm going to leave you guys with this practice and go grab me some drink to keep the whistle wet. So you guys just pull up your chair, get your popcorn, and get ready for your weekly Thursday Night Live action. Be right back. Team TLR driver we are in the waking of in the chat here. Hunter King. Representing that TLR gang, man. I'm just kidding. Anyway, but yeah. TLR's good. I heard the 8X has a little bit of issues right now, but they're working on it, so. I did love their short course trucks, though. I had a TLR short course truck back in the day, man, and it was the bomb. I loved it. It drove so much better than my Associated back in the day. That was like just when B4s started coming out. In that era, like 5 years ago. So. Starting with the Associated short course truck. Switched to my TLR. But I got my first ever win with a Traxxas / SCRC chassis short course truck. It was amazing. Believe it or not, for a Traxxas. Outdrove all my local fast guys. And they were all mad because they all had name brand cars like Associated. It was a lot of fun. Well, alright, we got everybody chilling. Looks like Matt Gray's still lapping away. Probably trying to find Frosty's mom. Yeah, I think if I ever went 10 scale again, like short course wise, I would probably go back to a TLR. But I got a free deal on the X-ray, so I can't pass up free, you know. Marshall, get the car, Marshall. Yo, someone marshal this guy. He can't keep it on his wheels. And we got about 5 minutes left for practice before I close the server down and get the settings for the A main set up and underway. You guys will run a 5-minute qualifier with a 30-minute main to set the night underway. Gary being a troll in Discord like usual. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. Anyways, less than 5, guys. Less than 5. Get your laps in. Get your tunes right. Setups right. Get ready to blast it around this track. Silver Dollar 3 here at VRC Thursday Night Live. Less than 5. About 3 minutes left in practice. Gonna close the track down in about 3 minutes. and then we will get this thing underway. The A main, silver $3 in less than 3. Got him. Gary Sunman getting all the practice in he can, along with Joe Giddy. Some of these guys, they get to practice a lot. Some of these guys get practice on the night of. It's just how the cookie crumbles here in VRC Live. Got a hashtag JQ takeover in the Discord here, Gary. Oh, me. But for real, if you haven't checked out Keenan's podcast, man, he puts out a great podcast. He gets all the recent winners on there. He does a great job, dude. Just check out the No Name podcast and give their Facebook page a like, you know, just spread the word. He's doing a great thing for RC, trying to keep it interesting. Keep the buzz going. Less than 1 minute. And we're going to close it down. Actually, I said that and then it turned to the time to do the thing. Alright, we're going to shut it down. We'll be right back with the Thursday Night Live Silver $3 A main. Hang tight. Well, that's the wrong one. There's the A main. I can't find the buttons tonight. Bear with me. All right, welcome to the Thursday Night Live A main on Silver Dollar 3. The lineup for tonight is looking like TQ Gary Crowell with a 27-15-03. Number 2 spot, Frosty Balls St. Clair, 27-15-09. Al Smith rocking a 26-15-10. Joe Giddy qualifying in at a 26-15-10. Oh, man. Just 2/100ths of a second slower than Al Smith. This could be a good race tonight. Boys, Matt Gray coming in that 5th spot. Steve Belosion, Gary Sunman, Tony Hirsch, and Michael Thompson. We're going to hang out. I do have a backup in case someone decides not to show up. Ryan Greening, it's looking like it might be that way. Michael Thompson, if you're watching the stream, I need you to join the lobby. Going to give Michael about a 2-minute time here. We're going to get warmed up. If you're not here in 2 minutes, two-minute warning, hop in the lobby before we get this underway and before I fill your spot here at the Silver Dollar 3 VRC Thursday Night Live. Race of the century. All right, looks like we got Ryan Greening joining up. Michael, if you're here, speak up in the Discord. Say something. Speak up while you can. Have not heard anything from Michael yet. Michael, we're going to proceed with the race lineup, and Ryan Greening is going to substitute and put in our 9th racer for this A main. We're going to go ahead and get the qualifier underway. 5-minute qualifier. Five-minute qualifier to set the field, and we are going to get that procedure underway right now. Silver Dollar 3A main. Hype it up, boys. Let me get some hype in the chat. Woo woo. If you're hanging out, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, do. If you haven't followed, do. We are getting underway for your 5-minute qualifier to set the field right now. All right, and they're off. We will get a user interface as soon as they cross the line. I do not know the bodies at the moment, specifically this one. Here he comes over the double triple. Nice little warm-up lap. 5-minute qualifier. Get your laps in. Let's get it. Jim Lee, what's up, man? How you doing today? Welcome to VRC Thursday Night Live. We are doing a 5-minute qualifier, and for some reason my UI is not showing up. There it is. Now we got it. Frosty can't St. Clair up. Well, that's why I don't know his body. He don't get to race that much. Al Smith, right now that you're running order. Joe Giddy. Matt Gray. Everybody's just now getting across the line, just now getting started in this 5-minute qualifier before the A main to set the field. Normally we would have had a couple more mains, but it was a little light tonight. Because I'm hyping the chat for Al. Yee yee. Let's go, Al. Al Smith right now. There's your buddy. Over the double triple. I don't know what to call that. The step up horseshoe. That's what I'm going to call it. The double table. He's playing it safe. Right now, Frosty St. Clair is your leader with Al Smith running in that number 2 spot. But Gary Crowell crossing the line, moving up. TQ right now, Frosty St. Clair coming across the double, over the double triple. We got Al and Gary battling for that number 2 qualifying spot. Oh, Joe Giddy poking his head up in here. Now we got his name. Here we go. Joe Giddy, a.k.a. Joe Dirt. Bumping it out with that pink and blue and white wheeled car. Edging that pipe. Flipping up a little bit, but he's still able to make the double and get down the front stretch. Back stretch. Around the horseshoe. Hanging out mid-pack, we got Matt Gray. Chilling with that all-white body. He said, I got a prototype under this body, guys. You can't see it. Can't see it, but it's there. Tony Hirsch following up Matt, along with Steve Logan. Gary Sunman. Hanging out, keeping it smooth. Frosty St. Clair, here's your still your TQ. He's looking to mix it up tonight. Gary TQ'd the official qualifying, but here at Thursday Night Live, we run a qualifier before the main event to set the field for the night. Frosty rocking the TLR. Get some TLR in the house. And the double to the top of that tabletop. That seems to be the fast line tonight here. Hitting that is key. Coming down the front stretch. That's your TQ at the moment. Joe Giddy following up. Not too far behind, but he's battling the Crowell man himself. Gary Crowell right here. Number 2 spot. TQ'd the official qualifying. He's not out for the count, though, man. Gary's a robot. Gary the Robot Crowell. My nickname for him. Al Smith still locking in that number 3 spot. Cut the track there. He's going to have to marshal. That is unfortunate. Leaving Frosty plenty of breathing room. All right, finish your lap, guys. Do not stop until the software calls your name. We're with your TQ here. Frosty St. Clair looking to be the... oh, Gary pulling out 9 laps, bringing in that TQ spot. Even though he was right. Oh, nope, not yet. Oh, man. It's official. Frosty St. Clair sweeps that TQ from Gary the Robot Crowell. Good qualifier, guys. Good qualifier. Go ahead and hit the space bar, marshal back to the pit lane so we can get this event underway. Here is your qualifying results. What? There it is. This is your qualifying results. Gary Crowell, Frosty St. Clair, that number 2 spot. Joe Giddy, Al Smith, Matt Gray, Tony Hirsch, Steve Belogen, and Gary Sunman. Man, if I pronounce your name wrong, please let me know, because I am terrible and I don't really know how to pronounce some of your guys' names. Where you at? Giddy placed number 3. Alright guys, get a rolling lap in. Give the server a second to settle out. If you're hanging out watching the stream today, thank you. We race every Thursday night. And we also have an invitational event coming up May 5th on Sunday. Frosty, the man himself, will be hosting and casting that event. I will actually have the pleasure to race in that event. It's going to be a good time. Alright, we're just going to wait like a full lap or something for Gary here to get around, and then we're going to get this thing fired up. Giddy should take this one. I hope so, man. Someone's got to take the robot down. Someone's got to do it. Alright, let's get it going. Here it comes. Your A main. Silver Dollar 3. 30-minute long main. Let's keep it tight. Keep it right. Get it underway. Alright, Gary Crowell pulling away on the start there. Let's keep this first lap clean. You can't win it on the first lap, but you sure can lose it. Alright, looks like we got Joe Giddy bumping up there right from the start, taking that number 2 spot out the gate. Gary Crowell, your number 1. That's Joe Giddy, your number 2. A little trouble on the tabletop there. These guys are antsing and ready to go. Frosty St. Clair in a little bit of trouble. Al Smith going to take that number 3 spot from him. Matt Gray hanging mid-pack. Mid-pack Matt. Did you see the robot? Giddy is ready. He's calling you out, Gary. He's calling you out. He said the robot ain't got it against the Giddy, the Joe Dirt Master himself. He's going to make you put the lotions on its skin. Number 2 spot, Joe Giddy trying to reel in Gary Crowell coming over the double before the back stretch. Your leader looks like he's got a stretch on him. It's not over though. This is a 30-minute race, and mid-pack Mac then moved up to 3rd place. He's outliving his name coming over the triple, but there's Al making the pass. He's got the right line. This is some good racing mid-pack going on. Gary Crowell, Joe Giddy still reeling him in. He's not too far behind. Al Smith putting the stomp on now. He said, I got some breathing room. I got some clean air. I'm coming over this double, and I'm coming after you, Giddy. Gary Crowell over the double triple. That's your race leader. Joe Giddy still trying to roll him in. Man, was that Matt with getting a lap already? Are we already lapping? Joe Giddy, your number 2 spot. Al Smith, number 3. Ryan Greening, your number 4. Matt Gray hanging out 5th. Frosty St. Clair blipping up in the beginning, hanging out in the 6th spot. Gary Sunman following up with Tony Hirsch and Steve Belogen. Your number 1 coming across the double here. Let's go rostrum view. Looks like Gary Crowell already making way on lap traffic. Joe Giddy not letting the pressure down. He's still hanging out back there. Al Smith not far behind the Gid Master. Looks like only 3 seconds between each place. 3 seconds between first, 3 seconds between second and third, 3 seconds between third and fourth. So anything could happen. This is a long race. We got still 27 minutes to go. His wife is watching Giddy. Don't disappoint. Man, you got to bring it out and beat GC the robot. He is on point. There's your leader coming over the doubles. Up the horseshoe step up. Cross the line. Joe Giddy not far behind him. He is reeling him in right there, right behind him. He's got the lines. He's making it work. Looks like third place is now 8 seconds back from the leader. Frosty St. Clair still hanging out mid-pack with mid-pack Matt and Al Smith. Oh, your leader blipping up with Joe Giddy right on his tailpipe. Giddy couldn't make... Oh, okay. That wasn't Giddy on his tailpipe. I'm sorry. Excuse me. That's lap traffic. There is Giddy. Pink, blue, and white body hanging out, coming over the double triple. Gary Crowell, your race leader over the horseshoe step up. Coming over the line now. Double to table. Double to table flat. He's not even making it a rhythm, man. He's just like, I'm gunning it. I'm rocking, boosting P and B right up onto that flat. He don't even care. Joe Giddy still reeling him in. He got put back a second there. He got tied up in traffic, probably distracted a little bit. Ryan Greening, your number 3 spot, still on the lead lap, but 12 seconds behind. Al Smith, I believe, is still on the lead lap, but 1 second behind Greening. That is accurate. 5.5 down, 25, 24.5 to go if I could do quick maths. Gary Crowell, your leader, going to be thinking about a pit stop soon. We are 5 minutes in. Some of the guys like to go about 7.5, 8 minutes. Usually playing it safe. However, this simulator does tell you when you need to fuel, so they'll probably run it until the announcer calls. Number 1 spot, looking to make lap traffic out of number 6. Matt Gray and Frosty battling out for the 5-6 spot right now. Still a long race to go. Gary Crowell, your leader, putting in the robot lap times. He says, I got enough time. I just take my time, make sure I hit my spots, hit my marks. He don't necessarily have to be fast right now. He just has to be consistent. As soon as he makes a mistake, though, Giddy is right behind him. Only 10 seconds down. 10 seconds can be one marshal in VRC Pro. VRC Pro has the world's slowest marshals. I swear they're the hired guys from that China race recently. All right, your leader coming down the back stretch, blipping up a little bit, but able to hang on to it. Giddy not able to make up much time on that. Ryan Greening reeling in Giddy, though. But then he goes off the track. Frosty making up some time, might be able to get around Greening with that blip up. Al Smith says, I am not letting you go, Frosty. Frosty blips up, lets Al by. Coming over the double-double to the back stretch. Al's flying and whipping. That is your battle for fourth. Ryan Greening's got the fishing rod out, reeling them in, trying to make up time, trying to keep it smooth. Joe Giddy, your number 2 spot, coming over the double-double, or double to triple. Gary Crowd doing robot things, hanging out in the lead, keeping it smooth. I don't know who programmed this guy, but man. Oh, he's coming in for the pit. Gary making his first pit stop here. It could change the game up for the Giddy man. Gary's out. Joe Giddy just not quite close enough. Might be able to get him on the next pit. Ryan Greening trying to reel in Giddy. Al Smith locking in that number 4 spot. But Matt Gray and Frosty St. Clair right behind him, ready to take it over on that first mistake. Frosty hitting the pipe. Matt Gray overtaking him. Here comes your battle. Oh, he cut the track. Matt Gray getting reset by the marshal, leaving Frosty to battle it out alone. But Al flips off the track and Frosty slides by. Oh, that was Ryan Greening that slid by, I think. Joe Giddy making up time. He's only 11 seconds behind Gary the Robot Crowell. He was about 14 seconds back, a couple laps. Gary must have blipped up, gave him a little bit of time. Ryan Greening, number 3 spot, blipping up as Crowell man goes by. Al Smith coming down the back stretch. That's your number 4 spot. Matt Gray, aka Mid-Pack Matt, Frosty St. Clair. The almighty savior of VRC. Gary Sundman, Steve Belosian, and Tony Hirsch. Here's your leader. Gary Crowell, we are 10 minutes in, almost 11 minutes in. And Gary has put a gap on most of the pack. I think Giddy is a lap down, meaning Gary is on his whole entire lap. He would have to have a nightmare lap here for someone to catch up to him anytime soon. Came into Giddy while he was flipping upside down. Al Smith might be able to make up some time on him. Maybe Al can bring that number 2 spot home. Less than 20 to go left here in your Silver Dollar 3A main on VRC Thursday Night Live. If you haven't followed the Facebook or subscribed to the YouTube, go ahead and do that. Hit the bell for notifications. And don't forget, Nitro is the glory. Gary Crowell, Joe Giddy, Al Smith, your top 3 here hanging out. Silver Dollar 3. Gary Crowell coming over the step up horseshoe, cross the line. Bless you. We got Joe Giddy with that blip up, put him another 13 seconds behind. Al Smith still hanging in number 3 spot, trying to reel in Joe Giddy. Ryan Greening is trying to bark up Al's door. He's not too far behind. Anything can happen. Still plenty of time left in this race. We're not even 15 minutes in. However, Crowell has already put at least one lap on the entire field. Pretty sure. Oh, let's see. Here's Crowell. Here's Giddy. That's... Oh, yeah. Oh, Crowell blipping up, getting hung up on the cone. Has to hit the Marshall button. Losing some time there, letting him reel him in. Crowell getting into the pipe again. The robot is losing his lines. Can it keep happening? Can the nightmare keep happening so that everybody can gain some time and catch back up? We will find out. Getting hung up on the pipe again. Al Smith flipping over with him. Al had his chance to get a lap back. Joe Giddy trying to reel him in still. He's hanging out. He's like, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still running. Gary Cone returns. Yeah, Gary has been magnetized to that cone tonight. That one specifically. Frosty St. Clair moving up on Matt Gray, taking that number 4 spot. Matt Gray trying to get him back. Ryan Greening fell off pace a little bit, man. He was hanging in 3rd. Now he's in 6th. There's still 15 minutes to go in this race. Anything can happen. Gary Sunman hanging out, holding the lead over Tony Hirsch and Steve Belogan. Gary Crowell, that's your race leader, coming down the back stretch. Silver Dollar 3. Looking at your next pit stop coming up soon. We're about at the halfway mark in this A main. Coming over the humpback of Notre Dame. Coming down the back stretch, that is your leader. That is your number 2. Number 2 getting hung up on the pipe. Al Smith says, I'll take those couple seconds. I'll take that second. Frosty, the man, St. Clair, getting in the infield before he hits that double triple. Looks like Matt Gray is going to try to take that number 4 spot from him if he can hang on to it. Frosty making some way, going in for a pit. Matt Gray coming across the line, getting hung up, but also going for a pit. He basically had to turn around. Thanks, your leader, coming over the double-double. Up the horseshoe, step up. Across the line. Oh, man, he kick flips it and keeps it alive. He's looking like Davide Ungaro at the Dirt Kings. I didn't know we were at a skate park today, but, you know, kick flips are in order. Joe Giddy over the step-up horseshoe. Al Smith, number 3, locking it in. Get Ryan Greening, number 4, coming out of the pit. Looks like he's going to try to make it to the end. We might have one more pit. Yeah, there's going to be one more pit before the end. Frosty St. Clair, number 5 spot. Matt Gray, number 6. Gary Sunman, Steve Belogan, and Tony Hirsch holding it down. Your leader coming over the back stretch, going upside down, having to use that Marshall button. Joe Giddy now 30 seconds behind. Looks like he might be back on the lead lap. That is a great thing to see. The robot just needs to keep flipping and Giddy can get it. Al Smith, number 3 spot, 20 seconds behind the Giddy man. Frosty St. Clair trying to reel in Al. Had a tough start, man. He was looking great in qualifying, coming out strong. But he lost it on the first lap. Brian Greeny, Matt Gray, Steve Beloden, Gary Sundman, Tony Hirsch. That's your leader over the double-double to the back stretch. We are almost 20 minutes into this race. They've had 2 pit stops. I believe 1 more left to go. Anything can still happen. 11 minutes. That's your leader. Number 2 spot. Joe Giddy. Al Smith trying to reel him in. Coming out flying off that off that single there. He was sideways. That was great. Your leader over the double coming into the double triple. GC the robot. What do we got to do to put a stop to this guy? We stopped him in the short course. But he is a buggy master. Over the double triple, putting a lap on mid-pack Matt. Gary Crowell, GC, the robot, coming over the humpback, still holding it down solid. Joe Giddy still in the number 2 spot, locking it in. Frosty rolling up off the horseshoe step up, getting hung on the pipe, wasting a little time before he marshaled. It looks like Al Smith's going to make it by, but he hit the pipe. Can he hold off Frosty? It's your battle for the number 3 spot right here. That might be 2, 3, and 4. We'll see if they're on the whole lead lap right here. Hold on. We'll see if they're on the same lap. As soon as they cross the line, coming up over the step-up horseshoe, your battle for your 2, 3 spot, I do believe. Joe Giddy, Frosty, and Al. No. It's hard to tell how many laps they're down on the software. Frosty St. Clair said, I fell to the back, but it ain't over yet. I'm in that number 3 spot, and I'm trying to lock it in over the triple. Frosty having to marshal, giving Al Smith a little bit of time. Joe Giddy still trying to reel in Gary. He's hanging out second, though. He said, I'm still showing up. He said, I'm here. I'm not last, that's for sure. It's like a territory thing. Gary rules nitro and I rule electric. You won last week. Well, no, that was short course. I don't remember who won last week on the short course. I apologize. All right, we are 22 and a half in. We're going to be thinking about pit stop number 3. Coming up, your leader over the double to the back stretch. I do believe my mic is muted. No, it is not. GC the robot over the double. Overtly double. Getting off into the infield. But he was able to maintain his speed pretty much, maybe just losing fractions of a second. We are 23 minutes in. You did win. Oh yeah, congrats, man. You tore it up. Telling you, should have still just ran the Nitro, Hunter. Should have still just ran the Nitro. Oh, Gary making a mistake. Joe Giddy, where is he at? Coming over the double triple. Not quite close enough to take advantage of that mistake. Looking like Frosty has a radio runaway. Or it's just glitching. Something's going on. Joe Giddy coming in for pit number 3, trying to get that early pit stop strategy before Gary makes it. Hopefully he can make his lap back up on the Gary, the robot. Crowell. All right, Gary over the step up horseshoe. 25 down, 5 to go. Left here in your silver $3A main. Gary looking to put another lap on the pack again. Ryan Greenington bumped up from 6th to 3rd again. Look at this dude go. He is a last second replacement. He didn't even qualify, but I let him in because one of them didn't show. And he is really putting it down, looking to give Giddy a run. All right, your leader coming in. Will this... Oh, he blipped up on the pit stop. Pulling a Lutz at DXR, but Joe Giddy blipped up on the back stretch, not able to take advantage of that early pit stop. Gary Crowell coming over the humpback now. He is out of the pit. Joe Giddy just at the double triple. Frosty St. Clair hanging out in 3rd now, moving around in the leaderboard as these pit stops take place. Ryan Greening back in the number 4 spot. Mid-pack Matt 5th. Al Smith. Steve Belogen. Gary Sunman. And Tony Hirsch. 4 minutes, less than 4 to go, racers. We are underway and almost completed with this silver $3A main. Your leader coming down the back stretch. GC the robot. He is on fire. Over the step up horseshoe. Putting the lap on mid-pack Matt. Joe Giddy still locked in 2nd place. Frosty hanging out not too far behind Giddy. He could make a comeback and get that number 2 spot before the end of this race here if Giddy makes a couple mistakes. Gary Crowell over the double headed to the step up horseshoe. Over the double back stretch section. That's your leader. That's your number 2 spot. Frosty still locked down 3rd, but Ryan Greening says, I'm still here to play, dude. You best not mess up. Mid-pack Matt hanging out 5th, Al Smith in 6th, Steve Belogen in 7th, Gary Sunman 8th, Tony Hirsch 9th. That is your lineup here with less than 3 to go in your Silver Dollar 3A main. Gary Crowell over the double back stretch section. He is on fire. GC the Robot coming in. I don't even know what to say. He rules Nitro Buggy. He rips it every track we put him on. That's why his nickname's GC the Robot. He probably has more robot accuracy achievements than anybody on the face of this earth. I mean, just take a look at his lap times in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. We are looking at from lap 41, 34, 34, 32, 32. He blipped up and had a 43, probably his pit stop where he hit the pipe. 46, 32, 33, 33, 32, 32. That is why he is called GC the Robot, guys. Consistency is key. Keep it on all 4 wheels and you might win the race. Coming in less than 1 minute to go, Gary the Robot Crowell coming over the triple. That is your A main leader. That is your number 2 spot, Joe Giddy. Frosty St. Clair holding in that number 3 spot just in front of Ryan Greening. Anything can still happen. 1 minute left to go. This is your race leader blipping up on the tabletop, having to hit the marshal. Here comes some lack traffic. Put some pressure on the man. Can he keep it together here? Less than 30 seconds to go. Gary Crowell looking to make one more time around. Let's see if he can do it. 15 seconds. He's coming over the double-double. Up the horseshoe tabletop. Or up the step-up horseshoe. Cutting the track just barely, but enough. And he made his last victory lap. Joe Giddy coming down the backstretch. That's going to be your number 2 spot. But here's Gary's victory lap. And he blips up on the backstretch. Congratulations, Gary the Robot Crowell. Coming in with another Nitro Buggy win for your VRC Thursday Night Live. This was at Silver Dollar 3. If you guys don't play VRC Pro or you want to spread the word about VRC Pro, hit the share button on everything we post on our Facebook, on our YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. You hit the little bell thing and you do all that good stuff. We're going to get these results displayed. Gary Crowell, let's get him in here for a little interview tonight. Sorry, Hunter, I didn't get an interview with you last week. I had a little technical difficulty at the end. I promise to get you next time. GC the Robot coming in with another win. How'd you do it, man?
I switched to gridiron 2s just before the race, and that helped them.
You running all 4 grids?
Yeah.
I heard some guys were running 2 blockades and 2 grids.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, they just had a grip that was so consistent, and I just put it where I wanted to when it spin out.
Yeah, dude, we could tell by your lap times, man. Consistent 32s.
Yeah, I could get into 31s in practice and stuff. I don't know what quite was up with the race, but I'm happy.
Awesome, man. Well, congratulations again on another Nitro Buggy win with us. And we look forward to having you back next week. GC the Robot, the legend, the myth.
This is the best racing on VRC.
It is, man. Make sure you guys share it and all that good stuff. Let's get it kicking off, man. All right. We have a good one. We'll see you next week. All right. If you're hanging out and watching, thank you for joining tonight. GC the Robot coming out with 53 laps in 30:21. Joe Giddy following up number 2 spot with 52 laps 30.08. Frosty St. Clair bouncing back and forth from the pack all night long. Still managed to come in third with 51 laps at a 30.30. Ryan Greening's in your fourth spot. Matt Gray, fifth. Al Smith, sixth. Steve Belogen, seventh. Gary Sunman, eighth. And ninth for Tony Hirsch. Appreciate everybody racing. If you guys didn't come out and race, we couldn't do it here. Appreciate Juan for letting us have the server and use it every Thursday night, and his kids letting us use his computer to do it. Appreciate everybody coming out, and I will see you